Hey everyone, it's a nice sunny spring day today in Langley, BC, so I decided to take a closer look at our 2025 Mack MD7 Electric. In this video, I'm going to go do a quick walk around. We'll look under the hood, we'll take a look at the axles, the drivetrain, and the interior of this truck. I'm going to start off with the front. We've got LED lighting, LED signals, and front headlights, and you can see these are heated as well. Alright, there's no special switch for the heating system on this. It works with the outside ambient air temperature, so if it's cold, they're going to be on. We got the Bulldog stylized mirrors on this one. Let's take a look under the hood. Now on a regular diesel, you would be expecting to see a diesel motor, but because this is electric, let's take a look at what we got here. Make sure you hear that click, that's for the safety prop right there. Make sure the wind doesn't blow the hood onto your head and you're looking underneath. Alright, so what do we got here? We've got a lot of wires and boxes. All the orange cabling is high voltage cable. Okay, we've got our coolant reservoir, we got our windshield washer reservoir, we got our air dryer right here, the release for the hood prop. Let's take a look at the other side. Again, copper Bulldog on this one to denote that it's electric. We've got our steering box. We've got our fuse box here. We've got our power steering reservoir. Looks pretty simple. Next up, we got the front axle here. It's a 12,000 pound front axle. 11R 22.5 steer tire. Coming around the side here, we've got our charge port. So CCS1. This truck's got a 240 kilowatt battery pack on it, so it's good for about 370 kilometers. The way their batteries are positioned, it's a bit of a triangle, so they're stacked up high here, and then it goes 2 and then 1 over here. You can actually see it at the back of the cab. This one is provided by C Drive. Actually, I've just learned that they've been now purchased by Excro. Alright, you can see the big battery here, so 1, 2, and then 3 up front. Yeah, so you got your high voltage cabling running down all the way to your drive unit. Interesting to know that the drive unit is put right here, almost in the center of the chassis, which is very close to the rear diff, giving you a tiny little drive shaft here. I think there's an advantage of this. I know other manufacturers use an E-axle. When you use an E-axle, you have to route coolant pipes to them as well. And just with road debris, vibrations, I personally think that that could lead to some failures in the cooling system, leaks and such. So this chassis is set up for a 26-foot dry van. They are available in smaller sizes, so this would be a 5-ton truck. You can get it down to a 3-ton if you like. It's also available with the PTO, so if you want to turn it into a tow truck, a small dump truck, it's all doable. Anything that needs a PTO, it's doable. Even a small refuse truck would work. 11R 22.5 in the rear as well. Your regular drum brakes. From the servicing side, things seem pretty simple here. There's no transmission oil to change, there's no DPFs to clean, there's no injectors to go bad. Pretty straightforward. We got a 5-year ultra service agreement that comes with this truck, which is going to give you great protection. It looks like I'm missing a battery cover here. We'll have to locate that. Now let's take a look at the inside. Got to keep things legal. I really like these hood latches too. Really nothing that can go wrong with them. Stepping inside, we've got 2 steps into the cab. Fire extinguisher. Got grab handles right here, 3 points. Good to go. Jump in the truck. We've got our pedal down here to adjust the steering wheel, also telescopes. Got our HVAC controls, our transmission gear selector. One thing I like about this one is also got the storage underneath the passenger seat. This is very handy if you're going to keep chains or anything else, you know, any sort of supplies. There we go. iPhone fits nicely in this pocket. Alright, let's buckle up and get going. Alright, release the brakes. We're in drive, and let's go. So this truck's got 260 horsepower and I believe 900 foot-pounds of torque. I don't have a body on the back, so it's just a chassis. I'm sure if I was to mat the accelerator right now, I'd be doing a nice burnout. Don't want to do that. Or do I? I don't know. Alright, we're cruising at 40 kilometers an hour. Can you hear the sounds of the beer chassis? Tends to bounce around more. That'll fix itself once you got some weight and a actual body, van body on it. Or any kind of body, really. We'll hang a left here. So as a driver, when you're spending, 8 hours a day on the road in traffic, when you actually take the noise out of the equation, you'll feel that you're a lot less tired at the end of the day. That's one of the biggest takeaways or feedback I've received from all my customers that currently are running electric garbage trucks, the Mack LR. You really don't know how big of a toll that is taking on you at the end of the day. Got a regen braking right here. Give that a shot too when we get to our next red light. So this gauge over here on the left, that's going to tell you when you're expending energy or when you're braking and actually putting energy back in. So I got a red light coming up here. I'm going to try to stop the truck with purely just the regen braking. Oh, it's green again. It's okay. So we're going to put the regen braking on. You can see that now the needle has moved towards a plus sign, meaning we are now putting kinetic energy back into the batteries. And that's the trick with electric vehicles, whether it be a car or a big heavy duty truck. It's all about your driving behavior. If you're mindful about these things, you can actually recapture quite a bit of energy at throughout the day. I know my electric garbage truck customers are getting up to 30% energy being put back into the batteries just from this regen braking. And it also takes it easy on the actual brakes themselves. They're not going to wear out as quick. Overall seating position, this is nice. I'm not sitting too far upright. My back does have adjustment, so it will go back or forward. The seat will slide forward and back as well. I've got an armrest here that's adjustable. I think the biggest win for these MD trucks is just the cost savings over time. I'll run the numbers at the computer when I get back to the office and show everybody what kind of gains you can get from a truck like this. Also, big rebates available from the government as well. You can get up to $200,000 off the price of this truck. And once those rebates, you know, are applied, and you compare it to a diesel chassis, you're about, you're about 60 kilometers, or sorry, $60,000 off the price of, $60,000 in price difference. And when you break it down over the, you know, the years of ownership, that gets recouped fairly quick, and then you're in the black. You're actually saving a lot of money once you've recouped that difference. We're gonna head it back to the shop here. This whole cab feels really nice and tight. It's actually all made out of steel for safety. We've got airbags underneath the cab and its own suspension, so keeps you from bouncing around too much. And you'll notice this dash layout is very similar to the Class 8 heavy duty Mack Anthem line, also the Mack Granite. There are tons of extra switches over here for anything you need, any auxiliary items you might want to connect at any point in time. I think this truck as a, you know, a dry van, whether it's a 3-ton or a 5-ton, a flat deck, a tow truck, anything that's returning to home base every day, it's a win. It's a win for sure. Great visibility with these big mirrors too. So this truck here is available right now. It's unspoken for. The first one we had is already sold. Let me know what you think, and if you're interested in it, send me a message or give me a call. My phone number is 604-703-8865.